Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to do a Max Link's Rainbow Showcase on Black Mask Saiyan and Dark Mask King. So we're going to take a look at both these guys. I think they're going to be really good linking partners together, and I think the consensus is that the Dark Mask King's actually really good. This guy maybe not so much, but we're going to take a look at them together in a red zone fight and see how good they can do, right? So this guy's a Dragon Ball Heroes 130 lead, nothing you're really going to use there. Super attack effect raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage, and lowers attack and defense. So, I mean, he's got pretty much everything you could want on a super attack effect. It's pretty good. And then his passive is Key 3 attack and defense 160 when attacking, plus an additional attack and defense 120. So they word that kind of weird, but I would assume that it's just attack and defense 120 at start of turn, and then Key 3 and attack and defense 160 while attacking. I think the significance of that is when you get stuff while attacking, it does scale better with support. So you usually notice bigger buffs on support units when units get a lot of stuff on attacking, like Tech Broly is an example of this, right? Launches an additional, has a high chance of becoming a super, and a high chance of performing a crit if there are 3 or more crossover category allies on the team, and performs a guaranteed crit if there's a Goku. No, it says it doesn't include like the Ginyu Goku in Junior, and then it says etc. I assume that etc. would mean it doesn't include Goku Black, but we are doing a fight with the Goku Black in it, so I guess we'll kind of see if he ever does not crit. But Goku Black may count, but my gut feeling is it doesn't. And this is a unit you have no business giving any crit to, right? He's got so much built-in crit in his kit. He's clearly meant to be an offensive unit. I don't think he's going to be very viable defensively, so giving this guy a lot of dodge is probably good. I kind of did a half dodge, half additional build, but I could see the argument for going like a lot more dodge on this guy. I did, because he's offensive, I did give him a level 7 bronze attack, so we'll see. There you go, max links and everything there. And then we've got Dark Mask King, who is right down here. This guy is also a 130 lead, so nothing you're going to use there. Now, this guy's way more defensive, which I think is why he's a lot better. So he raises defense for 1 turn, does immense damage, and greatly lowers attack and defense. And then his passive is Key 2 attack and defense 150 at the start of turn, plus another defense 150 for 5 turns after receiving an attack. So his starter turn defense won't look crazy on turn 1, but no, he gets another 150 as soon as he gets hit. Plus an additional attack 50 with each attack received up to 150, plus an additional defense 100, and guards all attacks if there's another Dragon Ball Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn, which is super easy. And then he recovers 10% of his damage dealt as HP. That is actually quite powerful. And the thing with this guy, we have other units in the game like B-Pan, and then there's that Tech Boo, that they recover based on the damage they deal, but they made them super, super weak attack stats because they're afraid of it. Now, they give like higher percentages. I like how they built this guy where he only gives 10%, but he's going to be able to actually hit pretty hard, I think, and heal a lot of damage back. It's almost like anytime this guy attacks, you're doing a mini Dokkan attack, and it heals you back, because that's what the Dokkan attack does. It heals you back based on the damage that you do. So I think this guy's going to be kind of crazy. So him getting hit does increase his attack, but it's not like the most important thing for him. The big thing with him is just that he's guarding, and he gets that extra defense 150 for 5 turns after being hit. So we'll take a look here. This is a guy where I did build him additional and crit, like more of an offensive build, just because for me, when units need to get hit to build up, I like to not take that away from them. But this is a unit where I probably would be okay going a full, I think a full dodge build probably would actually be good on this guy, because him getting hit, he's only building up his attack, which isn't really a super important part of his kit. It's when a unit gets hit to like build up damage reduction or build up defense, then I really don't want to take that away from them. But this guy just building up his attack, I think it wouldn't be the worst to give this guy like 30 dodge or something, because he's really there to be defensive. So right now I have him on an offensive build, but I would probably recommend most players to build him very defensive with dodge. So let's hop in. So this first turn here, we got the Black Mask Saiyan. And he's got Saiyan lineage and prepared for battle up. Only 169k defense, but remember, he gets a huge 160 when attacking, right? So his defense is going to be pretty decent. Now, the AoE fights, he's definitely not going to be fit for that. What I'm going to do here turn 1 is I am going to use a Whis right away. This rotation is kind of wonky and not really what I want. And I just want to get into the showcase because Dark Mask King is going to pop up next turn. And then I'm going to have the proper rotation. But let's just see what we can get for an attack stat here with only, 2 links active. And then Pan should be dodging out, yeah. See, I haven't seen people, like, talk about or use her very much, and I've been using her a lot. She's very good because of the dodge. So 7 million, which is definitely, like, solid, right? And then another 7 million attack stat. We'll take that. Okay, and this unit does have Goku in the name, and he wasn't critting, so I definitely Goku Black does not count. So, which I figured, right? They just want it to be like an actual Goku unit. Okay, and then Vegito hitting his 7 mil attack stat is fine. So next turn's going to look really good for both units because we're going to be kind of more properly set up. I'm not sure how I want to handle this. If I want to... I mean, I could put either unit here. We'll put him in slot 1 and see if we can maybe cancel out. I feel like they're going to super here. We'll see if we can get a super attack counter with physical Vegito here. All right, then, yeah, dude, these Vegitos, this is legitimately one of the best rotations in the game now, is this Vegito rotation. I would actually like to take these guys out. I want a fresh unit for the next turn. Let's see. Oh, we didn't cancel because we didn't get the fade. You know, with these units that counter, you can always, you get that hint that you're doing it because the screen kind of fades. And then 15 million, just a casual 15 million. What I love about both of these Vegitos is they're just like good from turn 1. They don't have to build up. It's so refreshing to get these units that are just good from turn 1. You get really tired of like these crazy build-up units all the time. All right, so on this turn here, now we're on like kind of the infinite turn, and definitely we're intended to have Dark Mask King in slot 1. So 246k defense, but remember, he gets 150% after getting hit. He is going to be guaranteed guarding, right? So we're going to go ahead and put everything into Zamasu here. And now you can see our links are looking a lot better. We're getting 5 out of 7 for both of them. And Dark Mask King just missing Berserker, like you're never going to get that. Let me go back to Dark Mask King here. I want to see how good Loyalty is, though. Is Loyalty a very good link? Oh, it's damage reduction, which is awesome. Which you can get with, I guess, Robel would be a pretty decent one you could get it with. Yeah, there are definitely some heroes units here. But I'd say Robel seems to be one of the more notable one, right? Because it's either Robel, Solza, and then you've got the Dabura there. But yeah, Robel, I guess, is who you'd hit with. But, like, he's really, like, the key doesn't matter. The damage reduction would be nice, but that's not a huge deal. And then Berserker's awesome, but, like, you're just never going to get that because the health requirement and then, like, heroes, I guess you would have to get Mira. So, yeah, Dark Mask King, this is about as good as he's going to look. And then with you, what are we missing with you for links? Hold on. We're just missing... Oh, they both have Berserker, so they are 6 out of 7 linking partners. So we could actually get Berserker active if our health falls low enough. And then Prodigies, I think, is a solid link. But, yeah, this is about, like, how good these guys are going to look here. So we'll do that. We'll do that. And then... Yep. And I'm going to try this turn without items. And just hope that Pan actually dodges like she's supposed to. So there we go. Big buff there. And then he's getting built up on attack. Yeah, so 6.3 million... Well, you know, he's guarding and he's healing back 10% of that damage, right? And then he's already got, what, 3 of his 5 attack stacks in. And then he's going to get supered there for nothing, which is good. And they hit 750k, so that's a good tank right there. And then this guy now at 8 million. So, and then with him, you know, having the high crit chance and everything, although not coming through there. Yeah, I feel like we haven't crit once with this guy. And crit's kind of supposed to be his thing. I mean, the triple super looking pretty good and getting 8s and then 9s. You know, I think the Black Mask Saiyan isn't that bad. He just seems kind of like a middle-of-the-road unit, right? Like, he's doing, like, solid damage and everything, and I think defensively he's going to be fine. Yeah, Pan, you gotta dodge. You can't eat those. What I'm going to do here, I think, I'm just going to smash the 2 AGL Vegitos together so I can at least float physical Vegito. Because he actually does support all crossover. He's crazy. There we go. And we healed up nicely, so we should be fine here. So let's let these Vegitos go crazy. And once again, we have an infinite unit. We can just keep taking a look at these Mass Saiyan characters, right? Yep, you're stunned out. And then we'll let this Vegito go. But yeah, I've been very impressed with this batch of characters because One is we do have some characters from previous heroes that I think are still solid in red zone, and then we just got like this whole new batch of like so many units that are now red zone viable. And you guys have seen it if you watch like Ningen's channel, right? Because Ningen's all about heroes. Before this celebration dropped, I mean, he was doing streams like trying to beat like red zone Zamasu with the current heroes team that we had before this, and it was like darn near impossible. I don't know that he ever got it done. Now after this batch, very easy clean sweeps of every content in the game. Like I have a run that's going to go up on my channel of me pretty very easily beating the Zamasu fight, which is the hardest fight in the game with the heroes team. So, and on top of that, it's like we have multiple options you can run, because I think Dark Mask King here is a very viable, like very difficult fight option. But then you've got like the cooler Janemba. I think they're up there. The Vegetos are really good. The Super Saiyan 3 Goku Black. So many good viable units, and this Toa is good provided she dodges, right? So yeah, this is where Dark Mask King gets crazy. He got hit once. Now for 5 turns, he's got that big defense bump. 630k defense with guaranteed guard. Like that's good enough for most attacks in the game. Like, there isn't much that he would not be able to tank, right? Once again, I think the AGL Black Mask Saiyan there, he's definitely like, he has to be in slot 2 or 3, because he doesn't get all of his stuff until after supering. But, you know, 181k or 184k defense is really bad. But remember, he's getting 160% when he attacks. And then he's got another defense raise on super. Once again, I don't know how that calculates out exactly, but I'm guessing over 400 or 500k defense at least, maybe more. Would love to have the game show us those calculations. That would be nice. All right, so we'll do this, and then we'll maybe get one more turn, but this is basically what they're looking like, right? Like, they're pretty much built out. I mean, we should, yeah, he's fully built up on attack, and now he's hitting like 8 mil. So, dude, 8 mil attack stats, well, remember, he's healing 10% of that. So that's pretty good. Now, he won't be healing and then 8.7 here. He's not literally getting 10% of 8 million, but he attacks for 8 million, and then however much damage comes through on the enemy, he'll heal back 10% of the damage the enemy takes. Now, this Zamasu is very defensive, so he doesn't actually like take proper amounts of damage. But if we, say, attack Goku Black next turn, which maybe we will, we'll start attacking Goku Black. So that we can maybe get through the fight. So what we'll do... let's just see how much he takes here. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll do the active skills here on Goku Black just to kind of whittle him down a bit. There we go. And then maybe I'll have one Vegeto attack him. I kind of want to weaken him, but I don't want to kill him yet. And then we'll go on to Zamasu with the rest. I don't think that the one Vegeto would solo him. I mean, he's going to be guaranteed critting, so maybe. And he probably will triple super. We'll see. And if we kill him, we kill him. But I'd like to get one more turn maybe with the Dark Mask King. But we pretty much saw, right? Like, Dark Mask King hitting 8+ mil attack stats. Well, healing 10% of it back. While having 650k defense with guard. Like, he's great. And the thing is you don't have to use him on like an extreme setup or anything. You can float him on any team you want. And he's going to be okay. And because he holds on to that defense for 5 turns, that's how you can get away with him as a floater, right? It's pretty good. Because if he only got the defense for like 2 turns, then it would be hard to float him. Because you're not going to see him very often. He's going to have to get hit almost every time. Alright, yeah, we definitely would have killed Goku Black had we attacked with both Vegetos. Like, these Vegetos are going crazy. These Vegetos are just going crazy here. Okay, and then dodging out, and then Pan's going to attack. I actually wouldn't mind if Pan took some damage here so we could heal it back. Oh, we stunned out. Alright, and she dodged. Very good. Alright, so one more turn here. So yeah, looking once again, 600k defense. And this is with a little bit less support. That's why his defense went down a little bit. But yeah, well, actually, oh shoot, I was supposed to attack Goku Black. That's okay. We'll go Black Mask Saiyan here to attack, and then Physical Vegeta. I think between them two, we might kill him. Let's see what happens here. But yeah, the guard is just so clutch on him. And then 7.6. Can ignore the pop-ups there. Forgot to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. No. All right, 8 million for this guy. But yeah, they're looking good. So like this guy, I once again, with the Black Mask Saiyan, I think he's actually solid. As a slot 2 unit, he's not going to be good in an AoE fight. He feels kind of similar to Tech Broly. I think Tech Broly's definitely better than him, but this idea that I'm attacking, I'm getting a lot of defense while attacking, and I'm fairly offensive. Like, okay, see there, that I guess is a good gauge of where he's at. That was actually good we took that. So that Goku Black hits for like 750k, and we took like, what, 127k there? So that tells me that Black Mass Saiyan after Super, he was probably like 600k or something, which actually isn't bad. It's just he's not guarding. So really, when we're looking at it, the Black Mass Saiyan and Dark Mass King, they're kind of similar stat-wise on both fronts, right? They're both hitting, like, in their best situation, they were both hitting about 8 mil attack stats, and it seems like they're both in the 600k defense range. The big difference, though, is Dark Mass King is guarding, and Black Mass Saiyan is not. Now, against a type advantage enemy, so I would suppose against an STR enemy, Black Mass Saiyan would, I would think, in slot 2 look about as good as Dark Mass King. So yeah, there you go, guys. I think they're both actually fairly good units, but Dark Mass King is definitely like a really nice unit you could use on any heroes team. And that I think is going to be viable in any red zone fight because he's always guarding. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.